Good morning, everybody. This is James. Just giving a little behind-the-scenes stuff here. I'm not going to get a whole lot of time to work on the game today, so this is what I'm going to do while I have the chance. I'm currently standing inside what's going to be the control center. You'll notice it's across the street from where the player starts. You're sent over here at the beginning. And the idea is to have a lift or an elevator that goes all the way up to what used to be an air traffic control tower up here. And so far I'm really liking how this level is turning out. I like the way the textures work together. I tried some arch work up here to give the walls something less than just a straight 90-degree angle. I'm working on some door framing, little details that I really like. I like the way the stairs have turned out. So overall, I really like the look and the feel of this building so far. Now here's the problem. Well, it's not a problem, not yet anyway. Here's what I'm working on: is this elevator. No matter how you do it, making an elevator has a potential to be an extremely complicated procedure. And I'm trying to make an elevator that will have doors both on the elevator and outside, just like in real life. So the issue is making the being able to press a button, call the elevator to the floor you're standing on if it's not already there, having the doors open simultaneously or pretty close to it, and having that happen on any floor in the building. So what I'm working on, I've got some buttons. I downloaded the textures off of halfwit2.com, I think it is. I'll put the link in my description of the video. But I've got buttons. I tested this lift out yesterday, and it does work as it is, but without the doors. So the real issue is getting the lift to be able to tell the game what floor it's on, so the game will open the doors both of the lift and on that floor at the same time. This is going to be a complicated procedure at best. I've got a whole page of notes scribbled out in front of me, and here's what I'm trying to do. I have what's called a logic compare over here on the wall that's set to the compare value 2. So what it does is when I press a button on the elevator, it tells the lift that it's going to whatever floor that button is indicated for. So for example here, on press means when the button gets pressed, it will target the entity that I have for the logic that is over on the wall, and it will tell it to set the value, not the compare value, set value to the floor that we're heading to. And I do this for each button so that whenever you press the button, that floor's door will open and not the other floors. What's going to happen is it's going to set the compare value on the logic compare entity that's on the wall, or set the value, not the compare value, to whatever number of that corresponds to the floor. So basically, here's what's happening. You press button 3, and it tells this over here that this new value is 3, and I'm going to have it set to on greater than. So when the value it's going to have to be on less than. When the compare value is less than the value of the entity itself, it will target the door and open it. And that's what that's doing right there. Now these letters here are in red because those doors don't exist yet. But they will when I put them in. I want to make sure that I can get it to work before I go to all the trouble of putting them in and lining them up and sizing them correctly. Oh, it's got to be set that way. This door here in front of the elevator is not actually a door. It's a separate entity. It's called a prop dynamic, and what it does is it has animations set up in its model file that can open or close or just idle, and this is idle, I think. So this is what it's going to look like if I open it. It'll play the open animation, and it'll stay there. It won't freak out like that, but so that's what happens there. However, the only problem with that is getting them to be timed correctly, because just having it open the door isn't good enough, because it'll just open the door on the floor that you sent it to, and the door shouldn't open until the elevator arrives. Now I've already calculated the time that it takes for the elevator to reach each floor. And here's the other thing too. This is floor 1 down there, this is floor 2, and this is technically floor 3. It's several stories higher, so I have to calculate the distance between floor to ceiling, or the distance that it's going to travel for this floor, and then I have to calculate the distance between this floor and the top of the tower so that it can actually take just 2 trips instead of stopping all the way up. I've already done that. I haven't checked my math on it, but I've already done that, so it should do that automatically. And again, I have this calculated so I know the number of seconds that it takes to travel up. And what I need to do, and what I'm going to be working on today, and probably a good portion of this is going to be on paper before I even try putting it in the game, is calculating the time that it takes and how to tell the logic over here to wait that number of seconds before opening the door. And the trick isn't just floor 1 to floor 2 to floor 3, but also if somebody wants to take it all the way down to make sure the door opens at the right time. So that's the challenges that I'm facing today, that I'm putting myself through, because there are other ways to do this elevator that I don't think look as good or work as well, and will also involve remodeling the entire inside of this building, and I just don't want to do that. So that's what I'm up to today. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, etc. If you've got experience in Hammer and you know a better way to do this, get in touch with me, either on my blog, the link is going to be in the description, or just put a comment here on the video. Thanks for watching.